Okay, just making a little video for Dave here. This guy is saving roosters, and Dave, I just want to show you, this would be a good way for you. I don't know if you already do this, but I'm fermenting feed, and that cuts my cost of feed, I would say, a good third, if not half. So right now I'm putting hot water in my mixture. Here I have scratch grains, I've got poultry grower, and some sunflower seeds. So that's my mix. I just had hot water until it's very soupy. It's going to sit there and be mixed over again tomorrow morning. Then it's going to be mixed again. And the idea is always to bring back the fermenting bacteria back in. So I'll show you with another container in a minute. So right now you see the consistency. Right now I'm going to try to... You see right now it's kind of very liquidy, soupy, but yet there's a bit of resistance on my spoon. It's pretty much where I would stop. I know because I use these meat lugs. These are great, by the way. These are meat lugs that I get at Princess Auto. They're perfect for this. The cover doesn't seal, it just sits on it, and it's perfect. And that's exactly what you want. So as you can see right now it's quite soupy. So all the grains will absorb water. I add some leftover. I always keep about a cup of food, and when I'm done feeding outside, I rinse all the contour of my bucket really well. I keep all the rinsing water in there, so it keeps all the fermenting bacteria already active in there. So when I add the grain and I add hot water, it's going to start doing its magic right away. Tomorrow I will fold it, so I take all the fermented layer that is going to be white on top, and I will turn it. You want to bring back the bacteria back in the mixture. And on day number 3, so not tomorrow, but the day after, that's when this is going to be fed to the chickens. Tomorrow when I'm going to mix it, I'm going to see how liquidy it is, and if it's still too soupy, I will add a bit more grains. What I like to do is to get a good fermentation going, and sometimes even the morning that I go feed, I will add some grains to it. And the grains might not be well fermented, but they're going to mix for an hour or two with the ferment, and it's good enough. But that helps me a lot. Much better gut flora for your birds, and the savings are very considerable. I could try to get here. I'll try to get here. Sorry about this though. I'm trying to, here we go. So this has been fermenting. This is the one that I started last night. See the bubbles in there? And you see that white veil? Those are see the bubbles there? Those are the fermenting bacteria. And you can't probably hear it in the video, but it's like pop, snapple, crack there. A bowl of Rice Krispies almost. It smells, it's funny. Fermented feed smells sour, then it smells very sweet, almost like molasses, and then it turns into that kind of sweet sour smell. But it's not repulsive. If it's repulsive, you messed up. You really need, that's why I use these meat lugs, is because you got a lot of surface of exchange with the oxygen, and that's what you want. So a bucket, I tried in buckets, useless, doesn't work. Well, doesn't work as well. These wide meat lugs are perfect. So you got a lot of surface of exchange with the oxygen here. And what I'm going to do right now, because this has been started yesterday, so right now I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take the bacteria and just fold them back in. And if you do that twice a day, you should not come to a point where it smells like rotted or mildewy. It's gonna stay very nice, and it's gonna keep fermenting. See, the smell right now it's actually quite nice. But if you look, all the little grains of corn and all that is all inflated with water and fermenting bacteria. The sunflower seeds that are sitting there now, the birds will be able to digest the shell, lots of fibers on top of all the protein in the seed. So really, really good way to cut your cost in feed And I suspect like here it's layer that I have and grower and scratch feed plus sunflowers. But for just feeding roosters, I'm sure if you would take like duck feed mixed with scratch feed, you'd probably have a really good, because the roosters don't need the calcium. They don't need the same thing as hens do, really. So anyway, sorry for the long video. I just wanted to make that for you.